Look at this.
Look at this.
Can you finish this bunch now?
Hey, this is good.
And you know this is money.
This is money.
It's money. Look at another one.
Whoa. This is good. We are the featured grape farmers. It's the only video we'll be doing. We're also going to farm this grape.
This is real.
Real.
I'll just harvest it.
Welcome to the largest grape farm in all of Nigeria as of today. This farm is located right here in Zaria in Kaduna, northern Nigeria. I've been here before, but when I came here the first time, it wasn't the harvest period, so you couldn't really find grapes that are ripe. But right now is the harvest season, and we have lots and lots of grape. There's just grape everywhere. And what I really like about this farm is that they have different varieties of grape. Look at this. This is so good. So good. This thing is very sweet. Here are a couple of things I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. First, I'm going to show you how they actually harvest those grapes, and then we can look at the cost of each of those grapes, because there are different varieties of grapes. We're going to look at how much they actually sell this grape right here in the farm gate. Based on that, you can actually see how profitable this grape is if you decide to even do buy and sell. Okay, and then secondly, I'm going to show you guys the cost and what it takes to set up a large grape farm like this. What is the cost implication and all of that. And even if you want to set up a small grape farm, what is the cost implication to set up a small grape farm? So we'll look at the clear details. So that's what I'm doing in this video. And then lastly, I'm also going to talk about training. I'm also going to talk about other ways that you can invest in grape farm. And I'm going to show you other details you need to know about grape. Now, this is the second time I'm coming here to do this video, so all the other information I already have shared previously. And here is the interesting thing. Before we did the first video, there are already lots of grape farm in Nigeria. But after we did the first video and drop it, when we just spoke to the owner, he told us that after the video dropped, they've been able to set up over 150 grape farms all around the geopolitical zones in Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. So I was really happy to hear that, because it shows that the power of social media and what our video have been able to bring about the growth of grape farm in Nigeria. All right, so for most of you who saw this video and you set up your grape farm, I know many of you didn't reach out to me or even tell me that you did, but anyway, I'm grateful that you've started that journey. Please also let us know. That would be very great. In fact, they told us that in Ogun State, they set up a very large farm in Ogun State, almost 5,000 seedlings of grape, or 6,000 seedlings of grape in Ogun State. This is great. So in this video, I'll be showing you the cost of setting up farms like that and all the details that you need to know. Finally, before we get into the video, please do me a big favor, subscribe to the channel, share this video so that more people can get to see. It takes a lot of effort to shoot those videos, I must tell you that. And these are free information we'll provide for you. We don't charge for it. I've not been charging for it, and these are all free promotions.
This is January, and as usual is the period of our grape harvest. This variety is called sweet sapphire grapes. Sweet sapphire grapes, as you can see, it has a very big bunches with the elongated berries like this, and it is also seedless in nature. It's one of the grapes that have a high sugar content among most of the grapes.
Is it also the most expensive?
It's the most expensive.
Okay.
Like this bunch I have just cut off, if we weigh it, it will be almost a kg per bunch.
And in farm gate, how much is this?
The kg?
Yes.
In farm gate, we sell the kg of sweet sapphire 10,000 per kilo.
Wow.
This is it. So we normally harvest the grapes when it is fully ripe on the vine itself.
Okay. Okay, you've been eating grapes since
you
finish all this grapes.
No, join me so that you should testify the sugar content.
We can testify.
Yes.
Maybe I'll get one. Is it how it works? If I live in this place, I will not eat any other food though. Just grape I'll be eating.
And you become more healthier than how you are.
I become as heavy as my other.
Yes. Because it needs a careful handling, post-harvest handling. And you will even see how we are packaging it after we measure it from the scale.
So In your estimate, what's the total number of bunches you think this whole farm have right now on this sweet sapphire?
The total number of bunches?
Yes.
Actually, will be around, let's say, the total number of bunches for the sweet sapphire sections will be around, let's say, 8,500.
8,500.
Yes. Look at this sky.
It is good. So when you harvest this thing, you feel very joyful, right?
Yes, very, very.
I can see it in your expression.
You know, this is a joyful moment for any grape farmers. So you know you have worked hard
Yes.
for the success of product, for the fruit, for the success of fruit. Look at this.
Wow, this is good. This is how heavy this thing is.
I'm sure. Look at this one. This is just a single bunches.
My God.
But we used to encounter the challenges of rodents, like rat. Yes,
Rodents?
small rats.
Really?
Yes, small rat used to hide inside the bamboo we used to stake the grapes. So they are the one that's coming up to
do this
to
now.
take advantage of.
So you've already
what-
prevented birds from coming by using nets.
Yes, we do. Look at this. Wow.
Hey.
this.
Look at this.
Can you finish this bunch now?
Hey, this is good.
And you know this is money.
This is money.
It's money.
My God. 1 kg, 10K. Sweet sapphire is not very popular in Nigeria. I think
Yes.
you're just one of the few farmers that are
Yes,
propagating this in Nigeria.
yes, this kind of sweet sapphire. This kind of sweet sapphire, it can be used for table grapes and also can be used for raisins. You can decide to dry it off if you don't want to take it as a fresh grapes like this. Yes. And when you dry it, it will be more expensive than the fresh fruit.
But dry grapes is not something that is very popular right now in Nigeria.
Yes, due to the shortage of supply. It's not something popular in Nigeria, as you said. Kai. Look at another bunch.
Wow.
I'm sure this will weigh a kg.
This is really good.
Okay.
So your harvest is essentially based on the number of orders you get. in the
Yes,
farm.
based on the number of orders we get.
Oh, this is huge.
Look at this.
Amazing.
Just get its weight.
Hey. Oh my God.
It's just a single bunch.
Wow. Can't believe this. This is the reason why, if not for anything, you can do grape for your own family. Even if you don't want to do commercial.
Yes, now.
You can just keep it in your backyard and just have fun with it. Whoa.
I think that is the target number of kg we want.
Okay.
I think it may reach
For the sweet sapphire.
for the sweet sapphire. You see that we are still harvesting the grape in this very small row, and it's like if someone come, he will also appreciate the yield. He will not think that we even harvest this side.
From most of these things you're harvesting could just be only one tree, only one stem.
Yes, you know.
Will
If
produce a whole lot.
yes, it
Because
can be
from what
now.
I see here now, this is just one stem.
Yes,
Having this, having this, having this. Each bunch of this grapes almost weigh 1 kg. That is how healthy and how heavy this is. And this is sweet sapphire, from what Abdullahi have explained to us. And this is also one of the grapes that are very, very expensive. and very rare as well. It's not very popular in Nigeria, but he's one of the farmers that are actually propagating this. This grape harvest happens twice every year. So now they're harvesting right now in January. They're going to do another harvest in July.
We are in the section of red glove variety.
Okay.
It's another types of grapes
Okay.
we are producing. This is just a single bunch of red glove.
Wow.
Weigh it now. Look at this.
This is heavy.
Very heavy indeed.
Looks like it even weigh 1 kg or more.
Right, it will be more than 1 kg, this one.
Wow.
And red glove, it has a very big bunches and attractive red color, as you can see it. It is one of the grapes that has a very long shelf life. Also is a seeded variety.
Okay, this is seeded.
This is seeded.
The one that is very popular in Nigeria, everybody takes.
No, actually, few farmers around Nigeria are also growing this red glove.
This one, okay.
Yes. The popular one that is widely cultivated in Nigeria is called black hamburg.
Oh, black hamburg.
Yes.
Do we have it here?
Yes, we have black hamburg here.
So I think we can take a look at it.
Yes, we will take a look.
So how much does this one go for in farm gate here when you sell this?
This one goes 6,500 Naira.
This is 6.5.
It's 655 kg.
This is really big.
And this one has has reached all the qualities required. There is uniformity of ripening.
Okay.
All the very are equally ripe.
Everything ripe equally.
Yes. Look at another one.
Whoa. This is good. Please, can I touch this too?
Yes.
Hi. Featured grape farmer. So we are the featured grape farmers. It's the only video we'll be doing though. We're also going to farm this grape.
This is real.
Real. Right here in Nigeria.
The red glove is always is characterized with the big bunches.
Oh, okay.
How is it?
It is very, very sweet. But I think the sweet sapphire is more sweeter than it.
So why, as the name implies, you say sweet. Sweet sapphire. And this one is red glove. It is sweeter than that now. Yes.
Wow. This is really huge. So during harvest period like this, how often do you get the orders? Almost every day.
Almost every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So you get, you do, then you send. You do, you send.
Yes.
There is a sense of tranquility and joy you have when you are in this grape farm and witnessing the harvesting and witnessing the weighing. It's something I cannot really explain, but it's so beautiful. In fact, even if you don't want to do grape for commercial, I think everyone should really do grape in their home. You know, something you can use from your backyard. Unfortunately, real estate that we're building around Nigeria today don't make provision for farming. But if not, if you have like a small garden farm in your home, you can actually plant this grape and reap from it again and again. This is really good. So this is what is harvested, and we're going to be looking at the other varieties that they have in the farm, and then we can talk about the cost of setting up this farm and in terms of training and other ways that you can harvest. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share this video so more people can get to see it. So this is different from red crimson.
This is different from red glove.
Red glove, sorry.
Even though the color looks similar, almost similar, but this variety is called crimson seedless.
Okay, so this is a crimson seedless, and you can see it's a little bit more tinier.
Yes.
Okay.
Seedless in nature.
Is this not red glove?
It's not red glove. It's another variety. It's called Italia ruby.
Italia ruby.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Italia ruby.
And it's from Italy?
Yes, it's from Italy. It's from Italy.
But it seems like most of it is not ripe yet.
Yes, it's not ripe yet. This is only because we prune this variety late than how we prune the previous one we are harvesting. So we prune this one very late. So the color of the skin,
Yes.
the color skin of this variety is almost looks similar with that of red glove.
Okay.
Yes, but it has a different, even though they are all seeded variety.
Okay.
Yes, you can have the taste of them. One is the one called Muscat of Alexandria.
Okay.
It is also seeded variety. It's a very high yielding variety also.
Okay.
Because as you can see this one, it is not more than 12 months from planting. Yes.
They already produced.
It is already produced and we are now beginning to harvest the production.
So can we use this to make wine too?
Yes. You can use this to make
So
wine.
how do you know that this is ripe, given that it is green?
Yes. The one I removed from the bunch is not ripe. It's not ripe. Are they of the same color?
No.
The one that is not ripe is used to be darker than
this one.
one. Among these bunches, all these ones that are not ripe.
So which one is ripe now?
This one is ripe.
Which one?
Have
This.
a taste. Yes.
Let's see. Whoa. This tastes totally different.
Totally different. So this one can be used for wine production.
Okay.
And also for direct consumption like this. Among the 10 varieties of grapes we have, only Muscat and Black Hamburg can be used for wine processing.
Wine processing.
Yes. This is Black Hamburg.
Okay.
It's the types of grapes which is widely cultivated across the country.
Okay, so this is like the most popular one.
This is like the most popular one.
That's cultivated across the country.
Yes.
What about the one that they import a lot? Is it this one too, or is the...
No, they mostly imported Crimson Seedless and Red Glove.
Okay.
Yes. This one is only produced locally.
Locally.
Yes. You know, the one that looks very black is the one that reached the extent of ripening.
So the more black it is, means it's really, really ripe.
Ripe.
So why do people cultivate this a lot in Nigeria? You might want to speak up with the mic so I can pick it.
Okay.
Why do people cultivate a lot of this very variety in Nigeria?
Because it is highly resistant to so many diseases, particularly fungal infections. Does not attack this kind of grapes immediately. And you can easily cure any disease that may come up to this particular variety. Yes.
So that's why a lot of people do this in Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay. So a kilo of this in farm gate goes for how much?
It's 3,500.
So this is the cheapest.
This is the cheapest in terms of kilo.
Okay. Yes, you're good. So you've shown us the different grapes that you have, but you have up to 10. So, but at least the ones we have seen.
Yes.
Because I mean, if we continue today, we will not leave here. But at least we've seen about 5 or 6 different ones.
Different varieties.
Okay, and then you've shown us the various costs for each of them. So right now, from starting off from where you stopped, this Black Hamburg that you said, right?
Yes.
This is the one that is mostly cultivated in Nigeria.
Yes.
And you said the reason is because it's resistant to pest and all of that.
Yes.
But it's also the cheapest.
Yes.
So as an expert, if someone comes to you and asks you for advice, he wants to go, what kind of variety do you recommend when they come to you?
Actually, we used to consider the location that someone is trying to plant his own grapes.
Let's say Abuja.
Let's say in Abuja.
Or Southwest,
Southwest. So, you know, there are some varieties that are not heat-resistant varieties. So looking at the climatic condition of the area will also make we'll look at it to recommend the varieties that someone is going to plant it. And you know, there are some varieties that can start producing heavily at exactly 12 months after planting. Okay. and there are some that can be like maybe around, for the first pruning, they will not produce heavily. But for the second pruning, the second cycle of harvest, that is where they will begin to fruit very heavily for a farmer.
Okay.
So, and you know, most of our people, some of our people used to be eager to see that I planted my grapes today, next tomorrow I will begin to harvest. So we always recommend people to plant grapes, to plant black hamburg, and also to plant muscat of Alexandria and red globe also in particular, because they are the types of varieties that whenever you plant them and you manage them very well, so definitely they will begin to produce heavily at exactly 12 months. The subsequent one may likely take like 1.5 years before they start producing heavily. But despite the varietal differences, you know, the management and the requirement for the whole varieties are the same. Okay. It's only at the period of buying the seedlings, maybe you will find a little differences from the seedlings, little differences from the price per seedlings. You see, let's say maybe like black hamburg, as we discovered that it is the cheapest grapes varieties in terms of harvest, at the period of harvest. So that is also applicable to the price per plant. Per plant. Yes. The management, they require the same management, they require the same labor, they require the same nutrient. So the only differences is from the period of buying the seedlings and also from the period of selling the fruit.
Okay.
Yes.
Which one do they import most in Nigeria? So just for the record.
Yes, the one import most in Nigeria is crimson seedless. Crimson seedless and red globe.
So you think that's the one we consume more in Nigeria?
Yes, that is the one we consume more in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because they are the one characterized with the highest shelf life after harvest.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in terms of sweet, which one is the sweetest?
The sweetest one is sweet sapphire.
Leaf sweet sapphire. That one is too cost.
It's too cost. The one followed sweet sapphire in terms of sweetness is called Alfonso Lovely.
What?
Alfonso Lovely.
Alfonso Lovely.
Yes,
it's a French name or something. So do you have it here?
Yes, we have it here.
Oh,
it
really?
is also black in color and also seeded variety.
And it's very sweet.
Very, very sweet.
Okay. But why I'm asking this is because people need to make informed decision. You need to be able to plant the one that people buy more and also sweet. Because, I mean, eating grape, you're eating because it's sweet. Even leave the health benefit because it is sweet. All right. So a couple of questions I want to ask in the heart of people. I know we talked about it yesterday, but let's try to break it down. Let's start with, what's the total size of your farm you have here?
The total size of our farm is 3.5 hectares.
3.5 hectares.
Yes.
That's what we have here.
Yes.
And in terms of the plants, how many total do you have here?
The total number of plants is about 4,700.
4,700.
Yes.
In each cycle, when you harvest, how much do you, in estimate, you harvest?
The number of tons.
Number of tons you harvest each cycle.
So actually, you have seen the production now. We are expecting to harvest like 45 to 60 tons.
60 tons?
Yes, this.
In each cycle?
In each cycle. Even though this first cycle, that is what we call, in September, there is what we said, we used to categorize the pruning into two. We call it September, October pruning, and that was the first one. So in September, October pruning, that is where we expect a bumper harvest. So the production around this harvest will be higher than the next one.
Okay.
Used to be higher than the next one.
The next one is in July, you said?
Yes, the next one is in July. So I'm sure the next harvest will not be as much as this one.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the highest?
This is the highest production harvest we used to have.
The second season cycle is
not
lower than this?
Yes, it will be lower than this.
In terms of monetary, can you put that in monetary figure? Like each harvest with a farm as big as this, a monetary figure?
Monetary figure, you know, that one is...
Okay, I'll do the calculation.
Yeah.
I'll do the calculation. He doesn't want to talk. Okay, so let's leave it. So let's look at the specific thing. Okay. Yesterday, I know I asked you, but let me just ask you again. Sorry, I'll quickly wrap up because of this. A simple one plot of land, yesterday told us would cost like in approximately to set up. If you can just repeat.
Yes, a cost of land, even though it can be like 2.5.
2.5 million. So with 2.5 million, you can set up a grape farm in a single plot of land.
Yes.
And that will give you like how many seeds?
It will be around 75 to 80 seedlings.
Okay, that will give around 80 seedlings.
Yes.
Okay, so you can now do the calculation 80 seedling, because one of those seeds that you plant can give you a minimum of how many bunch of grape fruit?
Yes, it goes along with the age of the plant.
Yeah, but
and also minimum. The variety. Minimum will be, for the first time, minimum of 15 kg per plant.
15 kg per plant. So you can do all of this cost and see what it will cost you. Anyway, process. What are your process? Someone wants you to set up a farm for them. What's your process?
So the process actually, we used to advise whoever want us to set a farm for him. So we used to arrange for one of our experienced staffs to pay a site assessment visit to the place.
Okay.
To when our staff goes to the place, he's going to assess the types of the soil over there, the topography of the land, the soil pH in the place, and also recommend the varieties that will adapt very well in the place. So that will enable us to prepare anything before we move to the location and make a plantation of the grapes over there.
Okay, great. Yes. So after you've planted, do you also now go for periodically to check the farms, or you send your staff to go, or how does it work?
So actually we used to send up our staff to periodically visit the place and assess the strengths and weaknesses of the farm and come up with the proper solution about the situation of the farm.
Okay.
Yes, it's like a consultation visit to the farm, but that goes based on the agreement between we and the farmer. Yes.
Okay. So one thing we talked about yesterday is that before the first video that we did, there weren't a lot of grape farmers in Nigeria. But after that first video dropped, a lot of people became aware. People probably have known about grape farming, but they didn't know how profitable it is until you started explaining that it's very profitable. Yes. So I think a lot of people now picked interest. Because from what you explained to us, a lot of people now set up a lot of farms and all of that. So can you just give us the total number? I know you talked about it yesterday, but I'm trying to remodify this video. The total number of farms that you've set up so far after the first video.
So actually we established so many farms after the release of our first video across the 6 geopolitical zones of the Federation. So since we told people that grapes can be grown everywhere, it's only for whoever wants to be a grape farmer to have a technical know-how on how to manage his grapes. And that is equally come up with the idea of organizing a training for our intending grape farmers. So we established so many grape farms across the country, as I said, not less than 100 farms.
Set up.
We have set it up. Some are big farms, some are moderate, some are small farms. And we always welcome even the one that wanted to plant 2 or 3 plants of grapes. We used to go and set it for him and advise him on how to manage the grapes effectively.
And some of the farms are like, one of the biggest one have like 6,000 seedlings that was planted there.
Yes.
Like in acres of land.
Yes. About 5.3 hectares of land. We have planted about 6,500 number of grape seedlings of different varieties in the farm.
Interesting. Okay, so I just wanted to show people that the opportunity is still there. So over time, as a lot of people begin to plant this grape, probably the importation of grape will become a thing of the past, because I think it will be much cheaper and all of that here. Yes. So 2 last questions I have for you. For those who can't farm, but they want to send their money to you. Yesterday you said it's possible if you have some kind of agreement, you can help them get the land and then set up the place, right? That's what you talked about. Can you expatiate on that? So somebody was to send like, okay, I don't have a land. Can I send them 5 million? Would the person be able to have a grape farm? right here.
Yes, I told you that what we can do if someone has a money, I don't have the land, and he has interest to establish a grape farm. The only thing we used to help a person to acquire a land in a very good location
Okay.
where we can easily access where we can easily have access to the farm.
Okay.
Then we can put our staff to be managing the farm on his behalf,
Okay.
based on the agreement.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you think is the minimum that to be required for such arrangement?
The minimum
Money.
no, that one is go along with the size of land that
Yeah,
somebody is want
because
to
there has
acquire.
to be a minimum size of land to grow a grape.
You know, in the aspect of grape cultivation, we always advise people to start. Those that has not been into the value chain already, we used to advise them to start small,
Okay.
manage it very well. The result they have experienced from the investment will enable them to expand.
more.
Yes, to establish more.
Okay. Like I spoke with Abdullah, maybe in March we organize a training, and then we're going to get people to come here for that training in March. So we'll work towards that. For all of you who have already filled out the form to go for that training, I'll reach out to you. If you haven't filled the form, check the description of this video, fill out the form, we'll reach out to you. So when we come for the training, of course, you may not see all the whole grape as we are seeing it right now because they've already done the harvest, but that will be a prudent season, and it's one of the most important things to learn in grape farming. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and hey, if you live around Abuja, I have a grape for you. And thank you so much. So if you want to order grape from this farm, hey, you can let us know. We can help you order the grapes as well and send it across to you. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys in the very next one. Bye.